Good morning, YouTube. Well, we gotta go get some meat for the car. So we're gonna go get some meat for the car, and then we got to go get some parts for a mower, and then we're gonna go home and do some painting. I say home, we're gonna go to the shop, do some painting. So stay with us. This video is gonna be about the Supra, and I'm gonna explain what we found, what's fixed, and what's the new issue that we found. So anyway, stay with us and I'll explain it all. All right, so we got the car going. It starts up as you've seen in the entry of the video. Me and Chris over here is going to take it out here at Dollar General. We gotta get a few things, so we're gonna go for a little cruise. I'm gonna flip the camera around, let y'all see us going on a little cruise, and put a little music behind it or something and go from there. And then whenever I get back, I'll do a rundown on what's going on with the car and what fixed the starting issue. So stay with us. Hey YouTube, so I'm gonna be looking down because we're playing on a computer a little bit. Uh-oh. Changing some times, changing some things on here, things like that, some fuel and stuff. So anyway, on the car, the issue that we had is, long story short, it was coils. So this thing runs a wasted spark system, and I'm still learning this system on what I can and can't find as far as what to look for on here, but it runs a wasted part system. So you have one trigger wire for 2 coils. So one way I checked it, oh crap, I didn't know what I meant to do. So one way that I checked it, I got a little thing that goes in between the plug wire and the plug. Actually, Dad does, but he brought it up here, and we leave it up here now because we do all our work here. So anyway, we put that in there, and number 1 fired different from number 2, but number 1 fired the same as 3, fired the same as 6, and then 5 we didn't test. So 1, 3, and 6 all fired the same. 1 and 6 run off the same thing. 2 and 5 run off the same thing, and 3 and 4 run off the same ones. So anyway, we was like, okay, so I done some research on it, and it said if the coil's fired, like if you have one that fires normal, and then you go to another one and you got it fires rapid or anything, then that coil or the coil that is paired with it is bad. One of those 2 coils are bad. So what I did is I took and I switched those coils. I had a whole extra set of LS coils. Shout out to Kevin Robinson and Anthony Calicut for helping me out on that, being able to have 2 sets of coils. So I switched 2 and 5, put the other coils I had on it, and the car started running better. So I was like, okay, well, it's running better, still not starting like where it should. So I started checking a bunch of stuff, and come to find out, it where's my, hey y'all, so on these injectors, sorry, ADD just kicked in, at 9 pounds of boost, I'm only using 30% of injector. So, and it's a little rich. Well, actually it's about right now. This cough is from allergies. But anyway, so we started checking stuff, and the number 4 injector didn't seem to plug in the coil very well. So I was like, you know what? I have a whole nother set. I had D585 coils on it, and I had square coils was the extra set I had. So I didn't like where my coils were mounted on this car, so I just went ahead and I switched all the coils, and I was like, I'm gonna see if it'll fit, if it'll fire, if it'll do right. This car has done right every single time. The only issue I have now is where I was messing with the tunes so much on startup tunes. Starts up great cold. When it gets hot, it's got too much fuel in it for the initial pulse on the firing. So I need to go in and fiddle with that some. But the car starts every time I want it to.
That's great.
So we've been tuning on it. It's running better and better every time. It's just something that's taking time. Of course, we don't have a dyno at our house, so we can't do that. And I know I could have access to a dyno, but honestly, I don't have the time or the money to go spend on a dyno time. So anybody wants to give me some free dyno pulls, hey, I'm down. I'll bring the car down there. But anyway, if I can find time, let me rephrase that. If I find time and somebody wants to let me use their dyno for some content or some exposure or whatever they want to do, holler at me. Maybe we can get together and I can bring this thing down there and we put on dyno. Maybe mess with it a little bit. But anyway, with that being said, I don't ask for shit for free, so realistically, I don't really care. But anyway, we street tune it. I just done a 3rd gear pull, and it was pretty good. I got one section that got a little high. Right there, yeah, it's way high. But I went in and took fuel out of it there. Or, I'm sorry, I went in and put fuel in there. And I added, so I could show you what I done. But anyway, mine's broke off. It goes 16, 18.9, 21.8, 24.7, and that's my map sensor readings. So the whole bar, the whole time it's in that bar of 21.8. So from 18.9 to 24.7, that whole 21.8 bar is too lean, so I went in and added fuel. And then I have another one that is I had another little spike there, and it was in the same bar. And then on the opposite end of it, at the 16 mark, which is right around 1.5 pounds of boost. So this one does it reads, so 14.7 is dead zero, no boost, just zero vacuum, zero boost. So anything over 14.7 is positive pressure. So this one at 16, which would be 1.3 pounds of boost, was really rich. So we went in and took a little bit of fuel out there. So we took fuel out there, and then we put fuel in it when it started making boost out here a little bit in the 21.8 section. It's got a weird spot in it. In the 21.8 section, yeah, we put some boost in it, and then it goes back down and it stays right around 11.6 on out the back door, on up to about 6,400 RPMs. I let off at 6,400 ish, 6,440, and it was making almost 9 pounds of boost. So it is what it is. That's where it's at right now. We only on 9 pounds of boost till we get this thing sorted out a little bit, but it is looking good. We're playing with timing to get the timing down on it, as far as what it likes and what it don't like. I'm probably going to go ahead and put a new set of plugs in, because these plugs were the plugs that we have been trying to start this thing, trying to get this thing figured out, and it has about killed these plugs. It's been really, really rich. There was a time that it was reading like 9, 8, 10 O's on AFRs, and it's just blowing black smoke, you know. So it is what it is. We're at the point now that we're getting better. We've been driving it some, so everything's good. But let me show you my coil setup. What we did on the coil is different. If y'all know the car, you know what the coils used to look like. If you don't, you'll have to go back and look, because I don't think I have a picture of it. If I do, I'll put a little picture down here in the corner somewhere of what it looks like before. But if I don't, then you'll just have to go back and look at another video sometime. Let me get out of the car. We're going to show you under the hood what the coil setup looks like now, and tell you what our other problem is. Of course, my busted hood where it flew up. I'm sure y'all seen that. And then I don't know if you can see the cracks. Here's the windshield, what it done to it, where it had a rock chip in it, and then when the windshield flew up, it busted it there and bent the hood up. But I got another hood, but we're probably just gonna put another hood on it, paint it this color for now, and go from there. And let's see if we can, that paint's all where I welded everything anyway. So there's what we did with the coils. Chris, hold this up, grab the things please. There's what we did with the coils. We just mounted them there. I like that pretty good. We tried to clean up some of the wiring. It looks a little better than it did. All this wiring over here, we put the cap back on, the cam position sensor and all that stuff. Hold on just a second. All right, so before I had my coils, I had both brackets mounted here, and I had 3 coils here and 3 coils here. It was just ugly, but it worked for the time. So we went to Ace Hardware and got these nylon spacers and got some self-tapping screws and sunk them right in. So everything's run there now. I like that a lot better. It looks a lot neater. I want to clean these up, get this up eventually. But anyway, so we done that. But our new problem, which Chris out here having them guys blow the horn. Appreciate you guys if you come by, if y'all see this video. But anyway, the radiator is actually tight today. So this radiator was leaking. So it's not leaking now, but I'm scared to take it to a track, because this is one of those crappy radiators that's metal and plastic, and you can see the green where it was leaking. So I got an radiator on the way. It's still a 2-row radiator. It's still a thin radiator, but it is a full aluminum radiator, so it does away with this plastic cap stuff. So that's the other issue we had. Nothing major. It is what it is. I know everybody's gonna call it clickbait because the car's fixed, but we found another broken part, you know. So everybody's gonna think it's clickbait, but we have a busted radiator. Sometimes we drove it to a car meet. Sunday, and yeah, you can put the hood down now. Say goodbye, not 7M. So anyway, the car's running. It's running better every time we take it out. and I'm very proud of what's going on with it. I'm very excited what's going on with it. We got the regular wheels on it. People say it's not a daily because it's got a fender exit, but I can drive this thing wherever I want to, y'all, other than the fact not having heat and AC and the shitty seats, but I'd drive it anywhere. But anyway, it is what it is, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. We got a race coming. Let's see, hold on, wait a minute, let me rephrase this. I don't know if I'm going to film, but we've got a car show that we're going to Friday. We are going to take the car tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to take the car to the, hold on, Chris, I'll show you how to fix it. I got a clip broke, I need to fix it. But that's not why the hood flew up. Hood flew up because I didn't latch the stupid thing. But anyway, we're going to a car show Friday. Just Myra's is where we're going, and then Saturday we're going to Saturday Night Street Fights, Tyler Willems event. If y'all see this video and y'all don't have plans this weekend, or if you do have plans this weekend, cancel those plans and go to Tyler's Saturday Night Street Fights. It's going to be a good show. There's a lot of cars that's coming. They're doing test and tune from like 12 to look at this guy, he thinks he's a ninja. They're doing test and tune from like 12 to like 5, and then they're doing a flashlight start. No prep race. I think they're going to quit prepping the track at like 4 or 5. Look at here. He don't want none. Look, this guy don't want none. Think that man wants some? He don't want none. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. See y'all in Wilkesboro. Come out and enjoy. Tyler puts on a great event. Him and his wife and Wilkesboro all work together, and they put on an awesome event. I love going to them. So come check it out. But hey, y'all.
Most of the time, nothing ever goes wrong with that.
Don't talk like that. Something will. You'll jinx it, boy. Hush. Hush, you'll jinx it.
Well, they do good sometimes.
This boy going, whatever. Get him out here. Anyway, we've been driving this thing too, and I've really enjoyed being able to drive this thing. And yeah, so anyway, appreciate y'all watching. See y'all.